everyone, my name is Jeffrey and welcome back to episode 7 of my Satisfactory Let's Play series here on YouTube. In this video we are tackling some of our final remaining basic items. A few copper sheets followed by a much larger modular frames factory. This easily finishes off tier 3 and has a great setup going into tier 4. Thank you for all the support now with the series so far. Let's get to playing games. Alright. I forgot what episode we're doing. Hey, alright, first try, let's do this. Welcome back, it's another episode. We're doing modular frames today. Well, we're doing a couple of things. We're doing modular frames. We're actually going to start off with copper sheets, because I kind of forgot to put them into my copper layout the first time. We totally could have done that this whole time. Then we're going to hop on over to where our rotors are set up. We're going to do a modular frame setup using 2 of our nodes over there that are available, ready to go. Then we're going to polish off tier 3 today of the our little hub here, which is going to include also one thing I realized: you can just go ahead and preload like a bunch of these things. Like I've preloaded just so I freed up space in my inventory while I was running around grabbing stuff. I've now just preloaded a bunch of these ready to go, so we're going to finish off tier 3 today, maybe even start loading up a few things for tier 4 as we start thinking about getting our steel set up. And then after our first basic steel setup, we'll probably get into coal power because, I mean, as I do have, what do I have right now? I have 600, what is it? I have 600 megawatts capacity. And if I turn this back part on, I'll have upwards of 900. So I think that should last me until I get my actual full-on coal power setup going. I'll just probably have to preload that with a little bit of, oh right, between episodes, I did go ahead and just add the little bit of constructors needed for loading in. Anytime I go hunting, if I get, spinners or the hog remains. I got things color-coded now, just so I don't forget. So we got the 2 green here. That's not very green. Is there like a greener green? Oh, that's purple. I have just like green. How about that? There we go. So those are leaves. This is for wood, and I couldn't really think of colors to use for the hog and the spitter, so we have pink and purple because I figured that would just work. So those will also, so like these are constructors, so you throw your hog remains into here, for example, they'll turn into hog remains go into here, turn into alien protein. That alien protein turns into a buttload of biomass per minute, which then goes into solid biomass, and everything just goes down below as it was before. So nothing really too crazy. Figured I could do that and not really worry about including it too much. Just figured I wanted to tell you guys about it in case you wanted to build along. So that'll help set us up for when we do add that back section of the last 300 megawatts, if and when we need it, that is. Sorry, my voice kind of gave out there for a second. And then yeah, to end off the episode today, it's going to be a bit of a shorter one. We're just going to go grab some extra power slugs. We're going to need them for the modular frames layout, I believe. I'm not sure if I have enough power shards kicking around. I think I only have 2 at the moment, so we may have to go grab a couple extras. I do have a purple power slug, or two purple power slugs that we got from our lovely little lizard doggo friends over there. Those are going to get used when I have, what do I need for this one? 25 modular frames and 100 copper sheets. So basically 2 things we're automating today. We'll be able to finish off this purple pad, I'm sorry, what the just happened? We're going to finish off the purple power slug section, and then we're going to figure out what this last little bit is here, and that'll probably come to an end on that one. Maybe figure out a way to get through some of these other ones, like if we get maybe a little bit more hunting in. Once we get this Xenobasher that I want to unlock here really quick, I just need to grab some more, or put some more copper wire in and send that off. And then we'll be able to hunt things down a lot easier. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that right now. Let's send that off because I got a bunch of copper in my inventory anyway. So go ahead and we'll send that one off. And I can also technically send off coal power.
The Xenobasher is a direct upgrade from the
I didn't hit it in time, never mind.
In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The zapper kind of electrocutes things, the basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them," unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Okay, so we need 2 Xeno Bashers. Or Xeno Zappers. And then I need 5 modular frames. Let me just go and throw those together by hand here really quick. Alright, now we're going to be living that Xeno Basher life. You'd say be able to take things out a whole lot faster. Until we can get our hands on that rebar gun. Which I've already got some iron rebar. I got some shadow rebar. People have definitely been telling me like they use a lot of the different like types of ammo and stuff. So while I didn't really build an ammo or weapons factory in the update 8 playthrough, I think this one for sure I'm gonna do like I want to automate kind of everything just so we can, you know, try everything out at least once and have them on hand. And you know, by the time we get through everything, there's usually a few nodes left over on hand anyway. So I forgot to get rid of this. So it's just kind of hanging out. So before we head on over to make our copper sheets, I'm just going to check in with these boys over here. They did a little bit earlier. They gave me some silica and a spitter remain. Hopefully they're a little bit better this time. See if they come out hiding here. Boys, where are we at today? There you are. There's one. He's stuck in the tree again. Excellent. He's got 27 quartz crystal for me. That's great. A whole lot I can do with that. But this guy has a nuke obelisk. Alright, well, I'm just going to go ahead. Thankfully, that is not radioactive, so I can actually hold on to the dang thing. It will be radioactive if we actually use it, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw those in here for now, since they're not really much we can make use of at the moment. I'm just kind of got this box here for just the random stuff they've got in here. And it seems like they're still enjoying their enclosure here. He definitely gets stuck in this tree from time to time, so I'm either going to have to take this tree out, or we're just going to change out their enclosure. It is definitely going to be a bigger one at some point, but we'll see. That'll be a future project for sure.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, FICSIT has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
So if it does, then battery acid? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so as you can, I'm sure you heard, I didn't want to cut that voice line out. I did go ahead and just unlock the coal power milestone since that was all preloaded up, ready to go. We have our Xeno Basher here all loaded up. I'm going to go test it on this guy right here. See how many swipes it takes on them now. So there's 1, 2, and it seems about 3 to takes them down. That's pretty easy. And very minimal damage to myself. That is for sure. Thankfully, I feel a little bit more defended now. And now, to start off our to-do list today with the copper sheets, it's actually going to be super easy. We just have to put down 1 more of these miners. I think we already have everything for us. So I'm just going to, change this to zoom mode. I'm going to make a nice 3x3 over this copper node here. Grab our miner Mark 1, face it off in sort of this direction. And then from here, I don't have any more Nobelisks right now because I don't really want to use the nuke Nobelisk because then I can't work here for a while. You gotta let the like the nuclear fallout dissipate. So I'm just gonna leave that here for now. Honestly, I don't need too much. Like it's 2 smelters and 2 constructors with just a little bit of downclocking. So, or sorry, it's 1 smelter actually and 2 constructors. I actually have that on the to-do list on the side, and I couldn't even remember it correctly. So we're just gonna go ahead and add in a few pieces along here. I don't think I'll have to lift it up too much. I should be able to fit everything along here, just like that. So actually, maybe I'll end up turning this one. We'll take this miner, and we'll actually turn it like this. I'll probably end up moving this this bad boy right here. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab our smelter. We're just gonna stick it right. I'm not gonna worry about having like a fancy layout or anything for now because everything's gonna get changed in the future. Once we have I do actually want that in the middle though. You know, once we get a nice like overhaul to our basic item facility, So we're going to grab Mark 1 conveyor belt coming to there. Make sure we have it set up in straight mode so it'll be as best as we can anyway. We'll have that set up to do copper ingots. And that we need to do 30. And that pumps out 30, which is perfect. Okay, so from there, we're going to have a splitter coming out of there. Make sure it's actually facing the correct direction. So we're going to have one splitter going there. Grab our constructors. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do one constructor here. See if I can fit this in here. No, I think it's overlapping with that other constructor there. So we're just going to put them in here. Other constructor right there. Oops. One of these days. There we go. I'm missing some iron plates. So yeah, let me go grab those really quick. And then we'll pop on back here. But here's just the layout. If you already had the iron plates, unlike me. So that is our layout. And then this, we only need... We're going to be able to get 15 copper sheets per minute. And they currently make 10. So we're actually just going to split these to 7.5 each. So 7.5 on this one. We'll copy it. We'll control V onto this one. Beautiful. You don't even have to open it up. And then you just want to connect the belts. And then merge these together into a storage box. And we've got 15 copper sheets per minute. And then, I mean, it's just have to hook it up to power too. We can do that now, actually. So there's a free spot off of here, thankfully. So I'm going to make sure I pull that over all the way. There, that's going to be our main connector pole. And... Okay, so from here, we actually will put in another one. Bring it here towards the back. That'll be connecting these two. And then another one to that, and that. And then that should be all connect into the main power line, which I believe is actually already hooked up there. And I was going to change it right here. So I'm actually going to take that down. Hook it back up there. There we go. Everything's back working together now. These will be working. I just need to get the belts. And then we'll be ready to go. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just make them Mark II conveyor belts for now, just so I can have it running. Alright, where are we at here? Modular frames. Okay, so we got a platform kind of pre-set up. We're going to go, I think I'm going to make this like 3 floors. Because we're going to need floor for smelters, floor for constructors, and floor for assemblers, just so I don't have to like go too far out in any direction. Because there's like rocks and stuff. Plus I think it'll look cool when we can mix it together with this factory, the Rotors factory, and make it all kind of one cool looking big factory. So just off where I'd built before, I added a 9 long by 7 wide platform to start from. That should be plenty. We do have to put in the miner down there as well, so that'll be the miner and the smelter floor. So let's go ahead and head on down there and put in the rest of our stuff. We are going to need 2 miner Mark 1s, so I actually have 2... Oh, I'm falling down. Okay, well, ow. I have two nodes available here. There's one, I believe, right here. Let me just grab them really quick. Okay, so there's one node here. I'm going to turn the miner this way, just so it's not blocking that doorway. I could just move the doorway, but... And then the other one is right here. So I'm going to face it this way. We'll just kind of loop them around, put them together. So we need 120 iron ore per minute. So we get 60 coming out of this one, and there should be 60 coming out of this one. There we go. And that'll be the exact total we're going to need for, I think it's 10, is it 5 modular frames per minute or 10 modular frames per minute? Let me find out. 5 whole modular frames per minute. So, you know, nothing like too crazy, but I mean, can't really make too much more than that because we're a little bit limited on the amount of materials we can move around at the moment. As well as the amount I can even kind of extract out of here, unless I wanted to commit a bunch of power shards to this, which I don't really want to. So we're going to get these set up to do 120, and then we're going to have these smelters. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll add one more back here without... No, it'll connect with the rock, so we're just going to make it work. Actually, you know what I can do? So I'll take this one out. We'll turn it this way. This might be redundant. Maybe we'll just turn it this way. Yep. Okay, so both of them are going to face this direction. And then these smelters, because I need 4 smelters. they're all gonna go right here, hopefully. Should have enough room for them. So if I go grab the smelters here. Let's go 1 here. 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna take, I guess what I can do is I can take a line of each of these, and I'll just split them when they come over here. So we'll bring over a line of each of these Mark II conveyor belts. And they can eventually just be Mark I conveyor belts here. Let's get these all set up to do iron ingots. So I'm just going to Control C and paste them on everybody here. And then we're going to get 2 splitters. We get 1 going right here. Make sure that's in the middle of the platform here. There we go, 1 here for those 2, and then 1 next to it for the other 2. Did I line that up right? I don't think I lined that up right. Alright, there we go. Mark II conveyor belts from the miners into a splitter each for our smelters here. So that is our first floor completed. So I'm going to make it about the same height here. Just grab a wall. Actually, I suppose I can just... I'll save that for now. Grab our 2-meter foundations. And then I'm going to switch that to zoop mode. I'm going to bring this out into a second layer that's also 7x9. So bring that out to there. Send that one down this way. Should be lined up with this one, right? Yeah. Okay, gonna put it about there. And then we'll leave some extra room for the miner. And then I'll just fill in the rest from there. Oh, except for this miner too. I guess I gotta leave space for that one. Okay, you know what, actually, I'll just make this floor a little bit higher. So let me take out these foundations here. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put a wall on top of there. That should give me enough height to clear the miners. Just enough. There we go. Okay, so that's... we'll go with that one for now. So I'm actually going to put that all the way out here. Okay, we're moving exactly 120 iron out of here, so we can just combine this all into one Mark II conveyor belt line to put it upstairs. Keep it a little bit cleaner down here at least. So we're just going to grab some mergers. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the splitter, and then I have to switch to the merger. So I'm going to set this one here facing forwards, and then I'm going to send them upstairs, probably about like right... Actually, no, I'm going to send it up on this side. So we're going to send it out this way. We're going to turn... Actually, we don't need one there now, but I'm just going to turn this one. And then another one there. And you can do Mark I conveyor belt coming out of the machines. And technically you can even do one here, because this will only be 60 total coming here. But now we're going to switch to Mark II. And then from here and going up, it'll have to be Mark II stuff. So let me put in the floor hole that we're going to need here. We're going to put that about... right there should be good. Conveyor lift Mark II. Make sure it's going the right way. And we'll just connect you into there. Alright, so really now I just need to figure out a way to get upstairs. Yeah, I forgot to put staircase on the outside here. Perfect. Okay, so we'll take the stairs on the outside here. We'll run around to this side, crouch jump up there. Okay, so here's where our 120 iron ore per minute is going to come from. Let's figure out which way we're going to send it. So this floor is going to be the constructor floor. So this is going to be 7 constructors total. We need 2 constructors doing cast screw recipe, 3 constructors doing iron plates, and 2 constructors doing iron rods. So let's say we'll do maybe them going down like this way. So we'll do the 3 down here because this is where I have the most room, I think. I mean, I got plenty of room on this floor, to be honest. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. That's going to be for iron plates. Gonna work our way back. Actually, I probably should put those a little bit more forward. There we go. I'm gonna put them about like halfway, like on the halfway point here. And then just so I know I have room, I'm just gonna put in these splitters here first before I get going too far. Just so I actually remember to put them in and not start putting in all the machines and not have any room left. So we need 1, 2. Actually, I don't need the third one. We can save that. Save the materials for now. Use a little bit more when I do blueprints later. So that's going to be our plates. Then behind that, we're going to do... Actually, I mean, I guess I could do it like do it like this, where like this is also... It splits down here. We'll do that. Okay, so we'll go 1, because I mean they're already kind of set up anyway. So these will be, let's say these are for rods. These ones were for plates. Okay, and the only one I have left is 2 more for the cast screw recipe. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fit them in here at the very end. I'm going to put them, actually going to put it right in line there. So 1 and 2. And then I'm actually going to add a splitter here. And I don't need one going to this one. And then so these 2 are going to be cast screws. I'm going to downclock it because I only need 90 instead of 50. So each of these are just going to do 45. And then same thing, we got to downclock the iron plates because I only need 45 instead of 60. So let's downclock the first one in the line here. Only do 5, that way it'll just back up a little bit faster. And then the rods are fine. The rods can stay at 100%. And then we're just going to run Mark 1 conveyor belts into all the constructors. And then it's going to be Mark 2 conveyor belts feeding our manifold line here. Which is going to get fed by... Just got to put in a lift here. Hopefully this is a nice, beautiful turn. It is not. So close. Alright, that is our constructor floor. So now I just need to merge some of these things together. We've got... where's this going out? Not to go this way. Okay. We're going to send the plates down this way. Connect those all up. Everything from here on out can be Mark 1 conveyor belts because nothing is higher than... Oh wait, no, except for the screws. The screws are going to have to be Mark 2 conveyor belts for now. We're almost to the point of... almost to the point of no more Mark 2 conveyor belts. Okay. Sorry, I just had to fix that. Okay, so I think I'll use this open section over here to be able to put my lifts in, which I think will work out nicely. The only thing that might be a little tight is I'll probably have to stack the rods up and over the mergers that are going to be here. So, that's, I mean, that should be alright though. So let's put our merger here. Make sure it's actually lined up, maybe. There we go. Okay, so we'll line that one up with that. That'll be a Mark 1 conveyor belt coming out of there. And then a Mark 1 conveyor belt there. But coming out of here, we gotta switch to Mark 2. I'm just gonna kind of set that there for now, so I know where everything's gonna be. So now I just have to creatively bring the rods up and over this part, which I think I'll just use the stackable conveyor pole. I can just get it to actually sit in properly here. So we'll put one right there. I think that should run over this merger properly, I think. We'll put in another one over here just to make sure. It does sit nicely on top of that. Okay, perfect. So that's going to be, I'm going to bring the rods up and over. I mean, I can even just bring them down if I want to, or I could stack them up. You know what? Just so it's not like clipped into it, I'll just stack it up one higher. Not a big deal. Alright, constructor floor is complete. Sans power, because I haven't put the power poles in yet. And I mean, I still got to put the lifts in. That's going to take me to the upper floor, but we got the merger system put in for the iron rods into a lift up back here. You can't really see it because it goes underneath this overhang here. There's a little bit up there. It is double stacked up over top of this line, so you have the rods kind of moving up over on top of the screws. Thing looks kind of cool, actually. Pretty good use of space. And there's still enough room to move around up here for, you know, coming in, check logistics, check any errors that we may have going on later on. Now we just need to figure out how high up I want to go for the next floor. Probably not too high, especially since it's going to be kind of clipping through this a little bit. So we'll just have to figure that part out. Okay, so I ended up deciding to go with a 4 meters, so a 16 meter high wall. And then just the 2 meter foundation at the very top of that lined up. So that should be plenty of room on this floor. And then we'll have to have the lifts probably about like right here. If I can get it lined up probably. There we go. I can take up my lookout tower here. It's going to be in the way now. So I do need to get 3 holes in here. So let's go... like 1, 2, and 3. One of those has to be a Mark II conveyor belt. I'm going to make that this one. And that can be for the... Hello? Oh, I have it facing the wrong way, that's why. I have to make it receiving. Is it too close together? Okay, move them back a little bit. So we'll put them there, there, and oops, not there. There. We'll take these ones out. There we go. Okay, so now we can do Mark I lifts from these. And they're also going to be reversed because they are accepting items, not bringing them down. Actually, this one I could just keep up on, I think it's about this level. Let's find out. Will that go up? I think it's going up. Okay, I gotta bring it down a little bit more. Oops. Wish there was an easy way to figure out how to line this up. I think that's about right. Alright, perfect. Okay, so that one's in there. That one goes in there. And that will be every item going upstairs. So this will be plates, rods, and screws. Do I have a way upstairs? No, I do not. Okay, so I'm here on the upper floor. Just threw some stairs in along the side here to get up and down. So basically how this is going to work is we're going to have the iron plates and the screws. Oh man, I should have done that the other way around. Let me swap that really quick since these are going together. Because these two, if I have these two as iron plates and screws, they can just feed into the first 2 assemblers. And those 2 assemblers along with the rods will feed the 3 assemblers, making the modular frames. So let me swap these ones around really quick. So this is currently rods and this is currently screws. We're going to swap them around. Okay, they've officially been switched. So now we can put in the 2 assemblers here. 1 and 2. Make sure I leave enough room here because I got to fit in a bunch of inputs and outputs, or input and output stuff. So let's go like one. Is that enough room? I think that's enough room. Actually, here, let me put in the splitter so I can have this as a straight line. Let me put in the splitters that I'm going to use for the screws here. Just so I know where the assemblers should go. Okay, that should work. So let's line one of these up here. Actually, I might move it over just a little bit more. Just so I can make sure I can actually fit everything up here, just in case I'm going to run out of room. I think I should be fine. Let's just put it, line it up with this one. So we'll go one there. Another one here. And these are going to be set to make reinforced iron plates, but at 75%, because I need 7.5 per minute, not 10. Yeah, so 75%, sorry, is what I was trying to say. To give me 7.5 total per minute, 3.75 each. So we got that set up. That'll be Mark II conveyor belt coming here. I mean, as an invalid shape. Did I face this the wrong way? I sure did. What else is new, right? And fun fact, that leaves me just enough room to fit in my lifts here. That'll mean I'll have to actually stack this just a little bit backwards. Actually, let's put them here because they'll have to be up anyway, right? So let's make sure they're actually lined up. And then I'm going to stack it in threes. You'll see why in a second if you've never seen me do this before. I'm going to get rid of these bottom conveyor splitters. And then I'm going to put in... Oops, other way. Put in my lifts like this. I'm going to mark one conveyor belts over to them so it's cleaner. Do the same across the top. Then we'll grab another lift, bring it down, connect it in there. And then just so it doesn't look too crazy. There. Yeah, just so it doesn't look too crazy, just put an extra little like stacker in there just for some extra support. So that'll be the one side is screws, the other side is plates. Plates can come down from above. So now I can merge those two together. I really need to set up my hotbars here. And we're going to send them in... Best direction to send these. Here we go. Got 4 left going that way. And I'll have 3 left going this way. So I think maybe I should set them up. Actually, I think it's about the same. 4 and 4. Yeah. Yeah, it's about the same. So we'll just do it this way. So we'll set up the mergers here. Let me get the other assemblers in. It's just 2. Sorry, it's 3 assemblers. Did I make 2? Yeah. I must have miscounted it. There's 5 assemblers total. I think I miscounted when I was doing the whole putting the build together. But I think if I put them like there, and there, that'll give me enough room to put everything in still. So we'll grab our mergers here. Alright, sorry, there we go. We got mergers coming from our reinforced iron plates, and that'll split them actually perfectly into the 3, if I can balance this properly. So I need this to make me... Could have also done the bolted frame, which is just a little bit more work. You end up having to move some more screws and stuff. We'll probably end up using that recipe a little bit later down the line, but for now we're just going to use the basic iron modular frame recipe. And it's going to give us 6 total. I want 5, so what's 5 divided by 3? 5 divided by 3. 1.6666. Let's not do that. That'll be weird. So let's do it as 2. And then the middle one, this one, I'll just do this as 1. We'll just downclock it. We'll pretend I didn't just speak some random gibberish to you guys. And then so we'll just paste that onto here. So they'll have 2 and 2 on the outside and 1 in the middle. So that brings the reinforced iron plates over. Now we just got to bring the rods over from back here. This is a much different approach than I think I've ever taken to building modular frames before, and I think it looks pretty cool. I'm going to send it on over that way. And loop this around to about right here. I think that lines up with that one. I'll just drop it back 2 for now. Because we are going to have to lift this up again, just like we did with the other one. So we're basically just going to copy and paste what we've already done. I'm going to stack these up again. And I think I can stack them possibly a little closer this time. Actually, no, we'll make it even with the other one, just so it's nice and looks nice and clean. So we have one there. I'll actually have to take these belts out for a second, just so I can put the other ones, the other splitters in. Make sure that's lined up there. 2, 3. Forgot to put the other one on here. And then for this one, 1, 2, 3. Get rid of those ones, and those ones. Where'd my lifts go? There. Okay. So, like I said, just mark 1 lifts here. Drop them down like that. Actually place this perfectly. That snaps into each one really nicely. Just do your Mark 1 conveyor belts back in for your screws. Connect up the rods up above. We're going to bring another lift down like that. Connecting that up with that one. And that is the modular frames layout. Now I just have to go around and hook up all the power to everybody. I think those are all set up. Alright, I gotta do... Perfect, like, left myself just enough room for the storage box right here. Of which I'm gonna actually do 2. Make sure these are in the right spot though. Actually, if I do it like that, then maybe I can clip a wall through it, and then I can just come up and grab stuff like from the hole as I need to. I can kind of like block it in. We'll leave it like that. Okay, so now we're just going to pop the, actually I'm going to put another one on top. Just make sure it doesn't get backed up on me, because I'm not really going to worry about putting a smart, like an awesome sink on here for now. It's like a kind of a colossal waste of, but they take 30 megawatts each, so eat up a lot of power early game. I'm just going to put these on here. Throw some mergers on the back. They're all going in that direction. And that is officially the modular frames layout. Let me just go ahead and throw down the power on everybody. And then we can go ahead and fire this all up. I believe I should have enough materials for all the power poles and everyone that's going to get put in here. So give me 2 seconds to do like a little power hooking up montage for old time's sake. And I'll meet you guys back here and we'll go to turn it all on. Alright, I'm just running the power through the wall for now until I unlock the power, or the wall power connectors. So that is our power montage done. We are ready to hook this all up now. I think I have everyone hooked up now, except for this miner right here, which is going to go in there. So when we get those miners fired up, those are going to start firing out 60 iron ore per minute. Just going to start filing off into those smelters in just a second here. Jump around like an idiot. Oh, let me just wait for these to get filled up here for a second. Wait a second. What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, I made these Mark II conveyor belts. Oops. They didn't need to be Mark IIs. There we go. It's 120 total. It's from the 60 from each line. There we go. Okay. Now it'll work properly. Alright, we've got iron ingots coming up to the second floor here now, so we know that whole section's working. It is going to take this just a little bit to get all backed up, since we essentially have, oh geez, 7 constructors in a manifold system here in an early game, but that takes quite a while to back that up, so we're going to be waiting a little bit until this gets into full swing. But I don't really think too many modular frames to finish off tier 3 at least, so we can let this run at least for a little bit in between episodes. That'll bank up a little bit for us. I do see rods moving. I do see plates moving. Why don't I see screws moving? Why no screws? We just not have enough in here yet. I need just a little bit of everything to go up so I can actually see them working upstairs. I think this almost has enough. We needed 5 to get going. These are unfortunately at the end of the line in the manifold system, so they're getting the least. Alright, you know what? I think oh, screws are finally coming up now, but you know what I think? We'll just let this kind of get backed up for a little while and come back to make sure it's all working fine. And we can technically take modular frames off the to-do list for now because the build itself is actually done. I might do some decorating in between the episodes just to kind of see what sort of random stuff I can come up with. I don't really have much for now. I just kind of have the plain walls and I'm adding like color stuff too, I guess. I can add like some accents here and there, but we don't really have any windows or anything yet. We haven't really played too much with silica. So yeah, let's go on, head back down to the main base. We'll finish off tier 3 in the hub, and then we'll go grab some slugs and do a little bit of hunting with our little bashing stick here. Try and get some more stuff just to make sure our power is good and running for another good while still. Like I said, I can expand it another 300 watts, literally just by connecting a belt, so that'll give us a 900 megawatt little power base to work off of over there, which would be really, really helpful. So yeah, let's head on back to base and then we'll finish up tier 3. Alright, I'm back at the hub and I realized the only thing left of tier 3 is vehicular transport, because I accidentally sent off coal power last time, so we'll just get that loaded up. I'll just, like, that's 9 modular frames. I'll just make those by hand. And then, I mean, maybe we'll send off a couple of things from tier 4 too, just to kind of get ourselves, give ourselves a head start. You know, while I may not be crafting a lot of these things for a little bit, I mean, we got our steel set up coming up because we're going to need some beams and pipes. Definitely need beams because, I mean, those are your Mark III conveyor belts. So, then, I mean, I think you need pipes. You need a lot of copper sheets for doing, like, pipe work for everything, but that should be enough, so we'll send those off now. Goodbye, launch pod. Nice.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
Well, alright. So what do we got in tier 4? We got the FICSIT blueprints, which I can't send that off because I don't have 200 steel beams right now. I mean, I also don't have another 100. I don't have another 100 modular frames. Oh, that was hard to say. This one I need another 200 beams, 200 pipes. This gets our new conveyor belts and the new bigger storage. That's really helpful. Advanced steel production. Okay, so maybe we're not going to send off any of this today because we need steel for sending these off. This will be like our next couple episodes. Things will be finally unlocking. I mean, this one's pretty straightforward once you actually have encased industrial beams unlocked. But you have to get this one first. Okay, so let's not worry about tier 4 for now then. At least we did finish off tier 3. Go us. Pats on our back. And now let's go do a little quick, grab some extra slugs, do a little whack, and come back and fill up our power plant here, hopefully. Let me unload a few things that I don't need. Like I was saying, either earlier in this episode or last episode, you can preload a bunch of these if you want to clear up some space in your inventory. So I want to clear up some space from cables. Why is it not let? Oh. It's not going to let me preload anything until the pod is back. So I actually can't do that this time. So you know what? I'm just going to... I don't need a bunch of this stuff, so... Let's get rid of my rods. I'm literally just going hunting, so let's just throw everything in here for now, and I'll just go get more of it when I come back. Not the power shards, though. I kind of need those. Alright, let's do a little quick little hunting. Hopefully grab some slugs. And then we can round out this episode, filling up our power again. And we'll be ready to probably get started on our first steel layout in the next one. I usually do my first steel... That's about right here, isn't it? Yeah, because I have a coal right there, and then there's a couple iron deposits. So I usually can make a quick little easy basic iron... basic coal layout, or Jesus, basic steel layout with that, getting our beams and our pipes going. I could probably run and grab that yellow one really quick if I'm real sneaky. Just get up on over there and we'll grab that, and then we'll just go grab a few other ones. Perfect. Made it back to base, and I am sweating buckets in my recording room, so it's time to load these in. What did I get? 19 hog remains. That's actually pretty good. That'll power us for quite some time. This spitter remains, well, not so much. But hog remains, that'll give us plenty of power for a while. And then what else did I grab? I grabbed 3 blue slugs and 1 yellow slug. Not a super lucrative slug hunt, but I'm really hot, so I'm going to call it the end of the episode for today. These are still totally full. They're not all fully backed up anymore, which means, you know, definitely needed that trip for hunting out some more biofuel. It should get backed up now, though, because that's probably going to put in about another 1,000... Well, I mean, it'll get mostly backed up. It's probably going to put in another 1,000 solid biofuel or so. For now, at least. And then I'll probably have to grab some more here. Just in between episodes, I'll probably just go do a little bit more hunting. When it's not as hot in here. But thank you guys again for watching another episode. We'll take that off our to-do list, and we'll call that a nice, complete episode for today. And I will see you guys again for the next one soon. We'll be hopping into some steel production. So hopefully I'll see you guys back here for that, and enjoy the rest of your day.